Batman's gonna fight the Terminator. Well, a guy whose nickname is the Terminator. Deathstroke is coming to the DCEU, but when? How? Find out on Nerdist News. DC and Warner Brothers have been pretty experimental with how they roll out news on their superhero movies. We got our first look at Batfleck via Zack Snyder's Twitter, a weird Aquaman meme years in advance of his debut on the big screen, the reveal of Justice League's villain Steppenwolf in the form of a deleted scene uploaded to YouTube the week of Batman v Superman's release, and now the surprise premiere of one of DC's most badass bad guys, Deathstroke. Really? Nothing? Thanks, Mike. In the form of a shaky off-screen video tweeted by Ben Affleck himself with absolutely zero context. Super weird, but hey look, it is Slade Wilson and he looks rad.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Mike. For those who don't know of Deathstroke, he's the #1 assassin in the DC universe, even above the Suicide Squad's Deadshot. And like Marvel's Deathstroke parody, Deadpool, he uses guns, swords, and has a powerful healing factor. Also, his name is Slade Wilson, which is why Deadpool is named Wade Wilson. But Deathstroke has the advantage in that he's also got super strength, agility, and speed thanks to a super soldier serum-esque military experiment. Oh, and he's got one eye, not one scope goggle eye like Deadshot, but one actual working eye because his ex-wife shot the other one out. Now you know the differences between Deathstroke, Deadpool, and Deadshot. That's a lot of death. Anywho, the clip Affleck tweeted this morning appears to show Deathstroke in the cargo hold for the Flying Fox, Batman's big airship in Justice League. Note the wind in his top knot and the bat-looking vehicle behind him. It set us to wondering, is this footage from the set of the big superhero team-up flick where Affleck's currently working, or is this a costume test for his next directorial project, The Batman? Well, according to the occasionally reliable The Wrap, Deathstroke will be the main antagonist in The Batman. Dancehall horn, I guess? Anybody? Dancehall horn? Dancehall? That's not what dancehall... Okay, yeah. While we'd been hearing for months now that The Batman would be the ultimate Batman movie featuring a whole crowd of the Caped Crusaders villains, it seems that Deathstroke will be taking the lead. But is he forming some kind of bad guy team, unleashing the Bat's worst foes from Arkham? Well, while we'd usually take to comic book history for evidence of what Deathstroke might be up to in his first big screen outing, there really isn't a ton of Batman Deathstroke material out there. While the assassin has been a Batman foe many times, he isn't exactly A-list. The biggest is probably City of Assassins, in which Wilson and the Bat team up to stop a mole in the Gotham City Police Department and a shadowy killer taking down the city's crime lords. Not exactly a main antagonist kind of role. Then there's the Arkham game series, in which Deathstroke played a part during Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight. In those games, Deathstroke was a skilled fighter and tactician who constantly got in Batman's way, but not much of a supervillain. If we had to guess, the reason Affleck chose Deathstroke is that he's a grounded baddie who challenges Batman both physically and mentally while forcing him to use his skills as the world's greatest detective. Since the reports of multiple villains in The Batman came from the extremely reliable birth movie's death, we'd guess that that holds true, and releasing Batman's greatest foes to weaken him as he has to fight through the gauntlet is a very Deathstroke move. So yeah, we're guessing that's what your next Batman solo flick will look like. But will Deathstroke appear first in Justice League via a cameo or end credit sequence, and who will play him? Joe Manganiello was rumored back when we thought he'd appear in Suicide Squad, and since Deathstroke looks kinda like Marvel's Cable, the usual suspects has been fan favorite Stephen Lang, Ron Perlman, actual Terminator Arnold Schwarzenegger, you name it, but for our money, only one man will make the perfect foil for Batfleck, a master of hand-to-hand combat, gunplay, survival in the harshest conditions. I'm talking, of course, about Matt Damon. Come on, Affleck! Give us the Goodwill Hunting face-off that we all deserve. I would be down for that. But what do you guys think? Who do you want to see as Deathstroke? Do you like him as the next big Batman baddie? Think he'll show up in Justice League? Let's discuss. And meet us over at 3 p.m. today on Nerdist.com/Twitch, where we're going to talk Deathstroke, the new Westworld trailer, and that hilarious Thor clip on Nerdist News Talks Back. So get on over there and we'll see you guys in the chat room. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to keep getting all of your Nerdisty news.